Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review. Well, actually, it's a late review, and I'm so sorry. I feel like I do this every every holiday season. The holidays come around, and I just don't be feeling like it. I just don't feel like it. You know, we are. Can I just take a moment? I'm gonna take it anyway. Um, I've been at this 5 years now, and we are still working towards monetization. And so I have those moments where it's feeling stagnant for me, and I think about the fact that I'm not getting paid to do it. And so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break from my mental health for one. Um, that's the most important thing, but mainly because I ain't getting paid to do it yet. And so that's just where I'm at with it. I'm trying to go into the new year optimistic about my channel. I'm not going anywhere, so that's not happening. Like I'm not a quitter. I'm very consistent, and so that's what it's become: maintaining consistency more than anything. But I want to maintain consistency, and I want to have fun. I want it to be fun, like it was when I started doing it 5 years ago. Um, I don't want to feel like I'm working for nothing, because contrary to popular belief, maintaining a YouTube channel is work. And guys, just bear with me. Thank you to those of you who have been around, that have stuck through this with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you sharing my stuff with your friends, with your people. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate you guys engaging with me. Those of you that do engage with me, I appreciate all five of y'all. Just like, no, but I really appreciate my supporters. Anyway, y'all are here for a Love and Marriage Huntsville review. I'm gonna review both episode 29 and 30, so that we can, get all caught up before the new year. This is these I got a few to do. So let me just get to it. So they are this is season 6, episode 29, Love and Marriage Huntsville, feeling protected and using protection. So you know that they're on their trip to Houston. They were all, getting ready for dinner. So dinner's ready. While they're eating, Stormy and Courtney, they show up and they have the baby with them. Okay. They're talking and they get on the topic about fixing plates. Marcel don't fix no plates unless Tisha not feeling well. Maurice, he don't fix plates around there either. I don't even know why this type of stuff be a topic of discussion amongst married people. It's just to boast like, oh, I'm the best husband or I'm the best wife, amongst other husband, amongst other married couples, and it's just, why? Do what you do over there at your residence, and we're gonna do what we do over here at ours. And I don't have to explain why. I don't have to explain any further. But then this is what we do. I really don't have to give you that either, but since y'all be asking, I mean, everybody fixing a plate. It just depends. For us, I fix this plate, but I fix everybody's plate at the same time. I'm laying out all the plates, and everybody's plate is getting plated and put on the table. I don't understand why that even. Anyway, we talk about the Carlos King interview. Kimmy did not appreciate Maurice not protecting her in that interview. Mel, she gonna sort of stir the pot a little bit. She say, well, the fact that he kind of feels that way anyway is concerning. Don't, Mel. Okay, let's not. Maurice ends up saying he shouldn't have said those things. He shouldn't have, been as inconsiderate and insensitive as he was. And so that's just that. He should have never said those things. Martell, he got a ring on. So now everybody want to know, is that your wedding ring? They asking Mel, is that his wedding ring? He got a ring on. Mel like, I don't know. I ain't checking for him. I ain't looking at his hands to see what I'm. I don't know. Nell, she don't get it because we done already told y'all. I don't want to talk. She don't want to talk to Martell. She don't want to be involved in any conversation where y'all gonna be having them go back and forth or engage with one another. She don't want to do it, and yet you're just not reading the room. You're just not reading the room. Marceau shuts it down because he reads the room. He shuts it down. We're not doing it, And Mel, she's pleasantly surprised. Like, okay, thank you. You listen. Thank you very much. Stormy and Courtney, they got to go back to the airport to go get their sitter. And they're going to also stay, at another location. They won't be staying at the house since they have their son with them. Courtney, he make a joke about Marceau watching them kids and, and how Marceau don't watch his own children. And so he's not letting them watch their son because Marceau was talking about, oh, y'all can lead it. Y'all can have a baby here. We'll watch him. No, don't worry about it. You don't even watch your own kids. No, we're not doing that. Marceau want to know why everybody's talking about him and babies. He's wondering if Tisha has shared, what their conversation went, how their conversation went the night before, or that they had earlier. And Tisha explains, the conversation about the pregnancy test. Kimmy says it's reasonable that Marceau would feel a way, given that he's had a vasectomy. Kimmy. Sometimes Kimmy can be very male-centered. I don't think that she realizes it, but she is. She takes up for the men a lot. And a lot of times, as a woman, why are you taking up for the misogyny of it all? It's very unsettling for me. It really is. I don't like that Kimmy does this, because no, Marceau should not feel a way about his wife having a vasectomy. I mean about his wife getting a pregnancy test if she felt like she was pregnant. Like, why are you leaning towards what he got going on? Because where he's taking it is down the road of infidelity and that sort of thing. And so you going down there, you going over there with him, Kimmy. Yeah, he got a vasectomy, but so what? I mean, if the situation were flipped and she had her tubes tied, would he still feel that? Would he feel that way, or would he feel like, well, that it's not always 100%, because it's not. But you know what, y'all? This is just a sidebar. My best friend just had a baby, and we were talking, and she was asking me some questions about my postpartum situation, and I explained to her that I just got a tubal ligation during the cesarean. Go ahead and take care of that while you take care of that. And she said they don't even do that anymore. They just completely take it out, take it away. Just completely take them out. I said, what? So you can't even get your tubes tied no more, burn, none of that. They're just going to remove them. The more you know. I mean, medicine is forever evolving and changing. because that blew my mind. I said, taking them out? Well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. He should trust her. He should trust her. That shows a lack of trust there if you automatically assume your wife is just cheating on you because she might be pregnant and you had a vasectomy. There's an issue there. Mel steps in, in Tisha's defense. We're not about to paint this picture. You're not gonna do this to her. You need to leave her alone. It's not that, and you know it. Marcel's just trying to drag it, but they need to drop it. They really need to drop it. Marcel say he ain't buying it. He doesn't believe Tisha over modern science. He just doesn't. Mel says, well, she believed you and your little back picture photo. She believed all your lies, all your excuses. She believed them. And so you need to just go on and roll over and believe her like she's done for the past 6 years. I want to move on. I'm tired of talking about these folks. The ladies go get it to a hot tub. Tisha, she Mel in there doing some content creating. Mel got her camera up, really showing off. Mel is completely different than the Mel we met. This Mel is completely different than the Mel we met. The Mel we met, I don't think would ever carry on like this within amongst the girls in the group. I think this the Mel that everybody knows behind closed doors. Like her friends, her real friends know this Mel. Anyway, Mel, they're talking about her situation with Martell and all of that. And she offers up a little bit of tea to them. She said that she regrets being married and having 4 kids by a man that never made her come. And everybody's like, what, girl? I can't believe that. Are you for real? Mel says no. It's just never happened for her. The ladies can't believe it. They really can't believe it. Mel likes for him to talk. Well, she likes, maybe not for him, but she liked a little dirty talk, a little sex talk, a little nasty talk. And Martell said he ain't doing that. Why not, Martell? Why not? I just don't understand. Like, if you couldn't do that, that's small. That's small. That's small. Like, you can dig deep. Maybe he's one of the. Maybe he feels like he's not creative enough, witty enough to have the wherewithal to keep that going while in the act, while in the throes. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why Martell just couldn't open up his mouth and talk dirty to that woman while he was blowing her back out. That's whack. It's quiet in the room. Don't nobody what, Martell? Anyway, Tisha, she feels she male-centered too. I don't feel like that alone would just get you going, get you to an orgasm. Girl, you don't know what people's proclivities are and what gets people going. If Mel say that's gonna get her juices flowing and take her to kingdom come, then that's what it is. She also says that in their marriage, sex wasn't, like really like at the forefront, like how with Maurice and Kimmy, that's just what it is with them. Kimmy says that that's a misconception. Maurice is not always thinking about sex. It's not always like that. And I'm like, Kimmy, girl, Maurice has already shown us who he is. So don't try to explain it away. Like, what he's showing us, that's not what, like, we're getting something different. We're not reaching. Anyway, um, she tells the ladies how she had to check Maurice, over that interview. She felt like he didn't protect her in a lot of ways. Tisha asked for an example. The situation with Kiowa, as a wife, she felt away. Mel says, well, listen, welcome to my world of never being protected out here in these streets. She says she's had many of instances where Martell didn't protect her as his wife. And we know this. We know this. Mel say, cry me a river. Welcome to the party, girl. Because they go back through all of the many instances where she's been with Martell and he didn't protect her. Tisha, she's also feeling away. Marceau is out here making her out to be a cheater. Like he's trying to paint a picture here. These trust issues are triggering for her. And we go through all of those situations with her where Marceau has had to explain away something, that the blog's been saying, that the people been saying. But Tisha says she's going to take a step back and she's paying attention now. Girl, what that's supposed to mean? You paying attention now. Anyway, the men, they go out there, have cigars. Marceau talk about his trust issues. Chris is like, why are we dragging it? She's not even pregnant. Martell explains in detail, because Martell gonna be on the side of chaos, because misery loves company. Marceau, he don't understand how she even thought that she was pregnant, like when they not doing nothing. So he's just gonna flat out say they not even having enough sex for her to be pregnant. So, girl, why you thought you was pregnant? Because you ain't having sex with me. But Tisha was just saying y'all was having sex the other day. She said it's been really when they was getting the yoni steam. That's what Tisha said. Oh no, after the yoni steam. It was after the yoni steam. Anyway, Martell understands Marceau's feelings. He'll never know if she cheated or not, and so that's really burning him up. That's really taking him through. Martell says that she's that women are good, because so she could very well have done something, You just never know. He talking about how good she looked. Martell was choosing. I said, not Martell choosing. Talking about how good she look in her clothes and she got this new body and all this, that, and the third. Okay, Martell. Anyway, Maurice, he understands both sides. Maurice feels like, well, Tisha knows her body and she simply felt like that because she's felt those pregnancy symptoms before. And so why wouldn't she feel that way? It ain't about you. Marceau, he gives this dramatic speech, about how everything has changed now that this has happened to him. They get back to their dominoes game. Anyway, when Marceau gets back to the room, he's being all cold towards Tisha. Tisha doesn't think it's fair. All these years she stood beside him while there has been cheating allegation after cheating allegation. And then Marceau gonna say that she's gaslighting him. He's saying he's not the guy with emotional intelligence, to hear his wife went and got a pregnancy test and automatically assume, oh, I might have gotten her pregnant. He don't have that emotional intelligence. He gonna automatically assume she cheating on him. So why would you even do all of this? He's he's something else. He's dragging it. He's really dragging it. Tisha get loud. She start yelling and crying and carrying on. She going off. Who you think I am? Who you think you talking to? Don't with me. No, she didn't say all that, but still, don't play with me. Maurice, is outside and he can hear what's going on. She says she not sleeping in the room tonight, so she leave. She running to Maurice in the hallway. He try to console her, calm her down. She explains further why she's feeling disrespected. He explains further why this is challenging for Marceau. She still ain't sleeping in there. She still ain't sleeping in there. Thanks for the talk, though. 2 hours later, it's 2 a.m. Maurice up doing whatever he doing, and he notices that Martell has I was gonna say gentleman caller, but he ain't got no gentleman caller. He got a lady friend caller coming down there. So she come through there. Maurice sneaking around trying to see who she is. Like, mind your business. He got some that night. And that ain't nobody business but his, because he's single. Maurice just trying to be nosy. Martell drops by Marceau's room in the morning to check on him, you know, all smiles and refresh. Marceau tells him, you know, about what happened between he and Tisha the night before. Again, he feels gaslighted. He's the victim. She's just a villain. How could she? Anyway, Kimmy and Tisha, they talk while Kimmy is getting her makeup done. And Kimmy, you know, she asks about, you know, how are things since last night. Tisha fills her in on what happened. She ain't sleep in the room and all of that. Marceau is very upset. Yes, he's this upset. Kimmy thinks that they need some time, you know, but they're going to need to talk about it, you know, privately some more to come to a common ground. The Fletchers, they up setting up games for the group. Nell says that Kiki called her asking to come on the trip. Kiki just want to check, child. Oh, she just want to check. She need a scene so she can get her check. So she trying to call somebody so she can get an invite to the trip. She says that she's willing to come and apologize. Nell told her that she could come. Chris is like, I feel like you gonna have us looking crazy out here, but whatever. On a lighter note, Martell brought a woman to the house. Nell, she don't appreciate it though, you know, because Mel is in the house, and Chris is like, they single. Like, why should she care? They in two separate. She wanted to be away from him anyway, so I mean, it ain't her business, is it? Chris calls everyone downstairs, you know, so that they can start their team building exercise. I'm gonna take me a minute to wet my whistle and tell my son to keep it down because he's just waking up. I started these videos before he got up, and I know y'all can hear him out there on the PlayStation. So I'll be right back. Okay, so they start the group activities. We in episode 30 now. Houston, we have a Kiki. They start the group activities. It's a trust fall activity. Stormy and Tisha go first. Tisha say, I just can't fall back. So she don't trust Stormy. Next, we got Martell and Mel. And then these folks say, don't pair us. But here we go. She just dropped to the floor because she don't trust him. It's his turn. And he say, I'm your kid's father now. She's staying there. She's not catching him. She lets him fall to the floor. Marceau catches Courtney. So, hey, there's that. Tisha, we tried again. Tisha, she catches Stormy. Stormy goes, you know, and Tisha goes again, and, you know, she lets Stormy catch her, so she relinquishes the trust. Kiki pulling up to the house while they doing this trust issue game, unbeknownst to everybody. She come in there talking about, hola, hola. Nell, she explains to everyone why Kiki is there. You know, she gives Kiki the floor. Kiki apologizes for her behavior at the barbecue. She apologizes to Kimmy and Maurice. And then she turns and she apologizes to Tisha. Maurice accepts her apology, but he's like, it's been a month. You know, Kimmy's whole thing is, girl, why it took you so long to apologize to us? Kiki acknowledges that time has passed, but she thought that she should give it some time. She honestly didn't know how to face them. Tisha, do you accept her apology? She says, sure. Then she excuses herself. Nell, she's so flustered and feeling like everybody gonna be mad at her. She's not really, she can't Girl, if they're gonna pin you to be the messy one, the one that's gonna facilitate the meetups and the linking between people who have beef and that sort of thing. Like if you're gonna be the charade of the group, then you have to be able to stand in that and not be like, oh my God, it's who is it? Who is it? I'm doing a video, Eden. I'll be finished in a little bit, okay? Okay? Anyway, for the last time. Hopefully that I'll have no more interruptions. That was my best friend's mom. So of course, got to see what's what. Got to see what's what. Um, where was I? Nell flustered because she got to be the messy one. She feeling like everybody gonna be mad at her. Tisha goes away. She crying. She feels blindsided. She feels like it was Mel. She felt like it was a set up by Mel. Mainly because Nell made it seem like she had a conversation with Mel. And nah, Kiki had a conversation. Kiki did have a conversation with Mel. Kiki was talking to Mel. We saw this. And Mel was telling her about the trip. And Kiki was saying she wanted to go on the trip and this, that, and the third. She's ready to apologize. She wants to see everyone. And Mel told her, well, you should call Nell and see if she'll invite you. And so Mel did plug it, but she trying to act like my hands wasn't in it at all. Girl, you told that girl to call Nell. Even though we know she was probably gonna have to come up. Some production was gonna get that girl there one way or the other. But yeah, she ended up calling Nell, and that's why she's there. Tisha feels betrayed though. She would have appreciated a heads up. Nell says she gonna fix it. If you don't want her here, then she gonna have to just go. I'll disinvite her after you done told her to come. They go out there, everybody gets back together, and she's basically disinvites her. Stormy chimes in like, now wait a minute. That's fine. That's fine. Don't you? If she ain't staying here, but that's fine. She can stay with us. That's fine. It's not a problem. Kiki's annoyed now, of course, because she's like, anybody finna tell me where I can and can't go now. I done said I was sorry. Anyway, Mel wants to get some clarity, because she's like, now wait a minute, like, didn't you talk to her and tell her that she should come and, all of this, what's going on? Did you tell her she could stay? Did you tell her that it was a no? Like, what's going on? Marceau, he directs his attention to Mel, like, as a friend, did you know about this? Mel said she didn't know. Girl, you knew. You knew that she was trying to come on the trip. Marceau, of course, got to give some type of example. He always has to do this. It's like a water buffalo traveling down. Just shut the fuck up and say what you got to say and stop with all your goddamn analogies. We get it. Everybody don't need you to spell it out and mansplain every goddamn thing. Just say what you saying. Please, with all that. Anyway, I don't know what happens, but Martell gets in it. Now everybody fighting. Martell yelling at Nell. Nell yelling at Martell. Marceau chiming in. Don't know what's going on. It was complete. I was confused. I was completely confusion. All of this over Martell and Mel. And did Mel cheat? And Martell saying Mel was cheating, and y'all women always taking up for one another and don't never want to talk about what the woman did, and she cheated, and blah, 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 blah. Mel say, wait a minute, I did what? Mel got to come in. So now she drug in it, and she got to explain, detail by detail, line by line, what really happened, and what transpired, as far as her talking to somebody else. It was, they were separated. As far as she concerned, she wasn't going back. She did end up going back, but as far as she was concerned, she was not going back. They were separated. She was done. She had witnessed him with Arian in the back of a truck. I said, damn. Not the back of a truck. That's terrible. That is terrible. Yeah, I think I would have been through then. It's one thing for him to come clean about it, or you see a text message, but you walk up on something. No, I ain't coming back from that. Because I got the whole visual. Bam. Nope. It's one thing for me to have to sit and be like, fuck what y'all doing? Speculating, like, I wonder if he did that thing that he be doing. That's what you got to think about when you ain't seen it. But when you walk up on it, caught red-handed, man, please. Anyway, because I feel like that was after that. Cause after she went back that last time, she got pregnant again. Oh, man. But anyway, I'm so glad you got out of that now. Stormy chimes in because Martell is still, yelling and screaming at everybody. And she's trying to get Martell to understand that the bottom line is you shouldn't have done what you done, period. Done what you did, period. Done what you did. You shouldn't have cheated on your wife. And then maybe you guys wouldn't have been separated, which wouldn't have given her the space and opportunity to move on and meet someone else and do whatever you call in cheating. It would have never happened if you had not done what you did to begin with. And so let's start there. Everything after that is just null and void because you cheated first. You shouldn't have cheated, period. Kimmy chimes in again, being very male-centered. She disagrees with that. She's saying one thing doesn't have anything to do with the other. I don't know where Kimmy was going with this, but Kimmy, just please. Hold on. I'm really trying to just finish my videos and just really, I'm just trying to get the work done, and I just get interrupted over and over and over again. Anyway, it takes me out. It takes me completely out. And especially when I have a flow going, and when it takes me out, I'm out. And then I don't feel like doing this shit right now. Now I'm feeling like it's going to be low energy because I don't feel like it anymore. I have stopped and started way too many times now. And now for me, rehashing this is I feel like I've been talking too much. I'm Aquarius ending right now. Sorry. I just want to move on. I really just want to move on from this shit. I do. Tisha, she ends up talking to Mel. They end up, Mel tells her that she didn't have anything to do with Kiki being there. That wasn't her. She didn't do that. So we're good, whatever. Kiki doesn't leave because she already said like she's not gonna leave. Nobody's gonna tell her that she can't come. She'll be staying. They go and get ready. Everybody leaving to get ready for another activity. Hold on, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not. That whole cheating conversation, stupid, unnecessary, waste of my time. They're doing horseback riding, so they get to they all come back down in their cowboy hats and all of that. Kiki is still there, like I said. She ain't going home. I do love that it's a black-owned establishment. Kimmy, she's scared. She's not gonna get on the horse. She's afraid of getting on the horse. Afraid, because they can feel that fear. Courtney, he going to take Stormy's horse because they do this. They ain't new to this. They true to this. they own horses, and so they love a horseback riding situation. So Courtney went and got Stormy's horse. It was bigger. And they go for their ride. It's nice, you know, watching them, seeing that drone view of them, you know, riding their horses over the you know, with the sun setting and all of that. It was nice. It was nice scenery. Kimmy, she talks to the lady who is also was she a therapist? They were calling her Dr. So-and-so. So she has some credentials, okay? I'm lost at what exactly she does there at the place, but Kimmy is talking to her, you know, just sharing a bit of her life with her. You know, they have a connection spiritually. The lady's also very spiritual, so she's, you know, ready to heal everybody right away. She can feel the energy is off between everyone. Oh shit, I forgot that halfway through taking notes on this, I stopped taking notes and I just finished watching it. So now we finna go off memory. They do sit down with the lady and she automatically calls it out, you know, like there's tension in the group. What's going on? Let's get ready to hash that. Marceau is open and honest about, you know, what the breakdown is between, you know, the people amongst the group. And they kind of hash things out and bounce things, you know, back and forth. You know, it's one of those. It's one of those again, you know, where we're gonna have a kumbaya. Everybody's gonna come together. We're gonna throw all our grievances out there, and we're gonna start fresh. We're gonna start anew. Whatever. And I could be wrong about that entire conversation because what did I just say? I stopped taking notes. I stopped taking notes at let's get into the unsettled energy. I must have like put my phone down to do something else, which happens a lot when I'm note taking. A lot of times I can't just sit there and take my notes. Somebody's pulling me away to do something and I didn't get back to it. Neither here nor there, honestly. This season has ran stale for me. I am done with it. I think that the next one may be the series finale, and then we'll get a reunion. 30-something episodes is just ridiculous. I'm leaving. I'm going on to review something a little bit more entertaining. Let me go on over here and get Potomac out the way because that's also draining and running stale. Getting these boring ones out the way first, and we gonna finish with a bang with Married to Medicine. All right. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Buzz B, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.